it's Marilyn. I am a Melco certified trainer, and today I'm going to talk to you about monogramming a beach towel. So when you're doing a beach towel is usually pretty big. So you want your monogram to be pretty big. So I just purchased this hoop, I'd say within the last year, and I've been doing this for about 23 years. So this hoop, I think, is so genius. Especially for jobs like this. It's great for blankets, towels. So basically it is a mighty hoop. It's a magnetic hoop, and it's 4 1/4 by 13. So I just love the shape of it, because a lot of times when you're doing a beach towel, this is the space that you're monogramming in. So I think it works perfectly for that. So what I did on the back is this particular design that I set up is 11,000 stitches. So I used 2 pieces of heavy duty tearaway, okay? Because when you're doing a beach towel, you have to use tearaway, because nobody really wants that patch of backing on the back of their beach towel. So even though cutaway backing is always the better backing when you're monogramming, when you're doing a towel, you're kind of forced to use tearaway because of the end product. So I used 2 pieces of heavy duty. When I say heavy duty, this is probably like 2.1 ounces of tearaway, and I have 2 pieces, and I have it nice and taut. Okay, you want to make sure there is nothing loose back here. You want this area to be nice and taut so that you can play a drum on it. Okay, on the front, I have this aqua topping. Okay. So you want to use the aqua topping on anything that you're monogramming that has a pile. So in other words, it doesn't sit flat like a canvas tote. It sits flat. But a towel has a little pile to it. So it has little, I don't know how you describe that, but it's not a flat product. It has a little bit of height to it. So anytime your product has a little bit of height to it, like a towel or a fleece or a beach towel or anything like that, you're going to use this aqua topping, because it's going to help hold all that down so the thread doesn't have to work as hard to cover all of that. All right, so I have 2 pieces of cutaway on the back, nice and taut, and then I have my aqua topping on the top, and I also have my aqua topping inside the hoop. Just makes it so much easier if you just cut a piece of aqua topping and just hoop it, and that way you're not struggling to make sure that it's all the way around. When you hoop it, it's definitely going to be in there. Okay, all right, so it's going to put it on the machine. Okay, you have all this towel hanging down, so you could just rest it on the machine just so that it doesn't, it's not pulling on the hoop, because this is heavy and you don't want that pulling on the hoop. If you can help that. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trace it, because you always want to trace your designs. All right, so if you use your rectangle button and your star over here on your keypad, rectangle and star together, that's going to trace out my design. Okay, it looks exactly where I want it to be. And so then I'm ready to press go. Okay, so that was about 11,000 stitches. So it took about 10 minutes, maybe 11 minutes. So it's done, so I'm gonna take it off the machine. Okay, and there you go. This is in your design shop under your block fonts. This is called Children's Slab. That's the name of this font. Love this font. It's very cute. Perfect for this age person that's gonna get this towel, okay? I did add a little pull percentage because I wanted it to be a little wider, because when you're working on a towel, after you wash it a couple times, sometimes the towel wants to wrap around your monogram. So I did give it a little pull percentage. So if you type in the name that you want to do on your beach towel, and you do want to use this font, you type the name and you highlight it. And when you highlight it, you'll see toolbar come up along the top of the screen, and you're going to see something called pull percentage. It should be at 100. What you're going to do is you're going to bump it up a little bit until you like it. You just want it to be a little bit heavier, and I definitely like it a little bit heavier when I'm doing something like that, because I want it to really be bold and stand out on such a big beach towel. All right, so now I'm going to take it off of the hoop. When you store your magnetic hoops, you should put, you see how it has writing on the side of it? And you see how this has writing? You should store it where the writing is together, and that way it doesn't smack and, you know, take the chance of pinching you. So if you store it like this, it's much easier for you to take care of it. And if you always put it back by snapping it back together, it may crack over time. So just put the two words together, and that way it's not such a drastic, you know, magnetic, which we love the magnetic when it's on the towel, but not when it's on our fingers, right? Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the back and I'm going to tear the tearaway off. It's tearaway stabilizer, so I'm literally just going to tear it off. Just like that, okay? I'm just gonna tear that off. Now on the front, I have the water soluble. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off the water soluble like this. So I got most of it off, but I'm gonna save this piece that I just pulled off. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lay my towel on the table. Now, this is a water bottle this is just water, but I fell in love with this bottle for whatever it had in it before. I think it was a starch spray. So when you find a bottle that you really like, wait till it's empty, fill it with water, because it works great for projects like this, because I wanted just a spritz of water, and this happens to be a perfect spritz of water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this piece of solvay in my hand, I'm going to take my water bottle, and I'm going to spritz the name Elizabeth. Now take your solvay that you have in your hand, lay it flat, press down, and then grab the end and rip it up like that, like a Band-Aid, okay? And that takes 98% of your solvay away. You may have a piece or two, but it got all of my solvay off, okay? There you go. Now you have a cute beach towel. Looks like this.